Hello and welcome to the British Dapper, and today we're talking about, is wearing a suit too much? So a question that comes up quite often is where somebody is not used to wearing a suit. So the first question they ask is it really necessary to wear a suit? And is wearing a suit a little bit too much? So what I would say is that this video and another video I'm going to do later on is going to address that point. Today we're looking at alternatives to wearing a suit, and also later on I'll do another video which would accommodate wearing the sort of casual looks that we're wearing today in this video, but wearing a suit instead. So you can make your own mind up about that issue. Personally, a suit can be a little bit officious, but you can dress the suit differently to meet most occasions. And to be fair, when it comes to wearing a informal ensemble, for example in this case a tweed jacket and a pair of chinos, then or other types of trousers, then it gets a little bit more complex about how you combine those jacket and trouser combinations. Whereas with a suit you really don't have to worry about that, because the suit is what it is, you know, it's matching jacket and trousers. So the only thing you have to worry about is the shirt, the pocket square, the tie, and what shoes you're going to wear with it. And that can make it very formal or very informal and even casual, depending on its nature. But today we're looking at alternatives to wearing a suit. So ordinarily, where you might wear a suit for an official occasion and you don't have a suit, or you don't want to buy a suit just for that one occasion, then maybe something along the lines of a blazer and a pair of trousers might fit the agenda, because you could buy a pair of trousers, you could wear the trousers again separately, again with a jacket, with a blazer. If it's a navy or a black blazer, you could potentially wear it with jeans, you could wear it with chinos, you could wear it with slacks, you could wear it with you know, most things, and you can accommodate wearing and using it again. So in this case we have a dark navy ink blazer, wearing a blue shirt with it, with a red tie, red pocket square, and as you can see we're wearing some Prince of Wales trousers, a check trouser with a red over check in them, along with some black derby shoes. Now that look is quite dressed up, it's quite formal in its look, even though you're wearing you know, you're not wearing a suit. So it would accommodate that look. And for a similar sort of event where you need to be quite formal, then by putting a tie on and wearing trousers instead of jeans and a decent pair of shoes, then you raise that level up to meet that criteria. Another option might be where you've got to dress up quite smartly for an event. You don't really want to wear a suit, but you want to zhuzh it up a little bit and show a bit of personality. Then you might consider something like this. Now this is a grey shooting jacket, and with that I'm wearing a grey fedora to just give it a little bit of a vibe. Now with this I'm wearing a polo jumper, which is quite a more casual look, and with that we're wearing some grey flannel trousers and some Italian shoes, and these are Oliver Sweeney shoes here. Now that look, along with a scarf as an example there, actually does give it quite a formalised look, a fun look, and is quite a statement. So not necessarily you would dress the same as this, but it's an option that you might consider to take on some of those elements. So still staying on the quite a formalised look, where we're using a jacket. In this case we're using a black and white houndstooth jacket, and it's we're using a navy polo shirt, and we're wearing some dark navy jeans with this, along with some suede brogue shoes, again blue again, with a pocket square just to bring it all together, and that's quite a good look, and it meets the criteria of that business casual sort of look, where you don't want to look too officious. You're having a bit of fun, maybe going out for the evening for a meal, an informal meeting, something along those lines. And yeah, it's an alternative again to wearing that dark or a suit, formalised suit. So when it comes to the weather getting a little bit warmer, then maybe a thicker jacket might not be the ideal thing to wear. So you might want to consider a more summer orientated jacket. Could be a linen jacket, or in this case we're looking at a cotton jacket. It is quite an informal look. We've bolstered the colour because it's quite a neutral colour. We've bolstered the colour by using quite a vibrant blue azure coloured shirt, open collared, so there's no need to be too formal with it. We're wearing some dark navy chinos, and with that we're wearing some light tanned brogues. These are Barker brogues, a lovely pair of shoes, and yeah, pocket square just to pull in some of those blue tones and some greens just to bring it in a little bit, and not a bad look. And again, it's down another step in the scale of formality. So another alternative to that is to wear a Harrington jacket. So very light coloured again. You'll notice I tend to contrast. So for example, if I'm wearing a dark trouser, I wear a light jacket, and vice versa. If I'm wearing a dark jacket, I tend to wear light trousers. But in this case we're using a polo t-shirt, and a pair of dark navy chinos, and again we're wearing those light tan brogue shoes just to give it a little bit of a lift rather than some trainers. But I think it's a reasonably good look, very informal, and the jacket's ideal if it's a little bit cool in the evenings, or it's a little bit cool in the daytime. That sort of spring, early summer period where it's still a little bit cold, that would be an ideal outfit to wear at an informal sort of function or day-to-day sort of wear. So when it gets a little bit warmer and maybe the jacket's a little bit too much because of the sleeves, then you might want to try something along this line. So here we have a Kurt Muller shirt, and with that we've got a navy reversible waistcoat on that, and a pair of stone coloured chinos, and again those light tan brogues, that summer vibe, or you know, warm weather vibe coming through there. It's not uncommon that I sometimes will wear a trilby or something along those lines with that outfit, and maybe change the colour of the shoes. Waistcoat you could change for a lighter colour. For example, I often wear a mustard yellow coloured one in the summer months. Dark colours tend to almost attract the light or draw the heat, so I tend not to wear darker colours. But in the early periods of summer and the tail end of summer, then you might want something just a little bit more to give you a bit more warmth than just the shirt. So the final outfit that we're going to look at, the 7th outfit, is what I'm wearing at the moment. And here we are. So here all I've got is a red and white gingham shirt, underneath a tweed green jacket. We've got some dark jeans here and a pair of Italian boots. These are my brown Oliver Sweeney boots that are based on a chucker boot. They go really well with this look, and yeah, not a bad outfit for everyday wear. It's just a little bit dressier than just walking around in jeans and t-shirts or trainers and hoodies. So, and this is pretty much my go-to outfit for general day-to-day sort of wear. So all I really want to do is just to raise your awareness to the fact that if you don't want to buy a suit, with a bit of investment and a bit of time and preparation, you could buy a really good outfit that will last you for years, and it's interchangeable as well. So you'll notice in some of those videos, some items cross over into another outfit and vice versa. So it's something to consider. If you're not prepared to buy a suit, I would always recommend though that everybody should at least have one good suit, and that comes in for those births, deaths, marriages and interviews. So just something to bear in mind there. But the next video we're going to turn it on its head, and we're going to try and replicate a range from formal to informal use wearing suits. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, then please feel free to do so. We love constructive comments, so if you want to jot something down below, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. A lot of the time people will mention something in their comments, and it gives us inspiration or gives us direction for a series of videos in the future. So if you'd like notifications when our next video is out, then hit the bell, and you should get notifications come through to you. So until next time, take care.